Okay, so when students enter the residential construction program, their expectations are actually lower than, right? Lower than meaning in industry, they see a lot of people who actually uh, maybe miss institutional training. And so they tell me that they don't need to know 16ths or even 30 seconds of an inch, in measuring buildings, right? So but when they come into my program and they start off in a classroom setting, that's the first thing that I give them, because it's sort of like the meat and potatoes of construction, where a student needs to understand that there are quarters, 16ths, 8ths, and 30 seconds, and yet they have to convert them because the calculator wants them to convert it to a decimal of an inch or a decimal of a foot. So we kind of clear that up right away, kind of have students to get into that. Then one student has successfully mastered those things in the classroom, past every area, they'll come out in the shop and they'll start construction. But then there's a hoe to that construction. So now they have to cross over, connect those from the classroom theory to the hands-on application or practicals. So when they're in the shop, and we have miniature buildings that they'll start off with from the foundation all the way to the roofs, learning angles and degrees and percentages and things like that. So then at that point they start having fun because they connect the hands-on or the theory, the classroom learning, to the shop areas, right? So now I have students to actually create a blueprint. Although that's one of my courses, that's the first thing advancing students should have to do, will do as a group. They will communicate with each other and drafting or creating this blueprint of a building they like, the structure they have to build. They have a lot of fun doing that too as well, but they keep the understanding of it is serious, it is a very, very good career choice, and they're having fun. A lot of times students come in and then we're talking dimensional lumber, and I give them numbers in the classroom, and so it doesn't become so clear to them until we come in a shop. Everybody say that they learn a certain way, a different way. So as we're constructing the building, there's still the skeletal system. Then we go through the individual components, such as the foundation, the floor framing, the wall and ceiling, even go as far as having students to do stucco work, concrete works. We need the foundation. We need the footings, the slab. Usually students design their own buildings, so we may even have traditional New Orleans buildings where we have a raised or elevated portion where we have piers, and then the floor system come through, and all the way up to the roof. Once that's finished or accomplished, then we have interior and exterior finished classes. So therefore, in interior, students will learn how to install insulation, hang drywall, tape float and finish drywall. We'll lay carpet, tile, install, hardwood floors. And actually I have students to make moldings, all of the trims such as the casing, the baseboards, the crown molding, and then windows. After that has been done, completed, we'll come on the outside basically and do all of the interior, exterior finishing trims, components such as putting in the casing around the windows, putting on the siding or brick or block as a siding. We do vinyl, wood siding, then we'll go up to the roof and complete that by putting on shingles, all of the felts, the drip edge. We're not done at that point. So then I'll always challenge students to know the differences between new construction, renovation and remodeling and repairs. So they are all different areas. So then my program is under residential construction. So I don't know if students will be working for a company that's solely new construction, or my first job, for example, was remodeling and repair, and I was sort of lost. So then now I come in and teach that. So student success is even higher by understanding the differences between the two. The job possibilities are basically, my program is under residential construction, but I have included some programs or courses in my program that want students to, once they've finished, they can go work for commercial construction companies, such as Cajun Construction, Bow Brothers. You see them working on roads and bridges, things of that nature. Not only residential, where they do framing, interior and exterior finish and trim. Some of the salaries, students can start base salaries maybe $17 to $25 an hour. It depends on their success here with me at the college. And you know, some students may have some training before they actually enter in my program. So that number could potentially be around 37, 40,000 a year, and then they can grow from that, part. But I always also have students who prepare themselves in case they want to become the owner of their company, right? To take the contractor's exam and successfully pass that, open their own company. And so I have a course called Project Management. This also is another area that students can go into, not just fabricating a building or constructing. And then they're aware of, on a job, they can read. Not everybody on every job reads or interprets blueprint. So my students are able to do that by having or taking the course, then coming out and creating their own blueprints and going forward. That means that their salary will be increased. They've made themselves valuable, an asset to the whatever company they go to work for, whether residential or commercial construction. So for more information, you can contact me. My name is Kenneth Williams, KWILLI1 @dcc.edu. My phone number here is 504-671-6718. And I hope to see you guys soon to join my program. Thank you.